What's up, everybody? Courtney Morris, Natural Wellness Physiotherapy. Today, continuing to talk a little bit about kind of vague, achy, low back pain. A lot of times that we'll notice that, towards the end of the day, especially, we've been sitting in the car, we've been sitting down at work, whatever it might be, is that we just have this tired, worn out, kind of lower back area through here, stretching and nothing like that really seems to affect it. We're doing our exercises, we're doing the strengthening, and it's still here, right? A lot of times what we've got to do is we've got to look on the opposite side, okay? We have some hip flexors on each side of our spine that attach down here to our hip, okay? It's called your psoas muscle. If you are a delicious, tasty animal, this is the tenderloin, right? This is the backstrap, right? It comes down here, it attaches to some muscles on your hip, and then inserts on the inside part of our thigh. What happens when we're doing a lot of sitting, some prolonged sitting at work or in the car, those hip flexors tend to shorten, right? Except, we're not going to be walking around with this posture all the time. So what do we do instead? We hyperextend our back right here. And that way, this shortened hip can maintain and we can still walk upright, okay? Well, that just wears out these lower back muscles. And so what do we have to do? We've got to be able to release some of the tension that those psoas muscles, that those tenderloin muscles are holding on to, okay? Great way that we can do this, get yourself a ball. You go to the Dollar General, it's $1, right? Okay. You get this ball, very sophisticated rehab equipment, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to release the tension in those muscles that's on each side of our belly button here, okay? So you take this ball, and you're gonna find it, you're gonna get down on the floor, and you're gonna set this right in there, and you're gonna kind of work around on this thing, and you're gonna find a spot that's kind of miserable, and you're just gonna hang out. Maybe a minute, maybe two, who knows, right? You're kind of moving around, keeping in mind that these muscles are three-dimensional, okay? So you get a little bit of side-to-side stuff, get maybe down into that pelvic floor, get all the way up into that diaphragm, and we're gonna find some spots in there that are just totally awful, okay? What happens is when we can release some of that tension in there, well, now that allows us to kind of come from this hyperextended position, maybe back to a little bit of neutral here. And then we apply those techniques we talked about a few weeks ago with, turning those abs on and keeping our posture straight. And it's a little bit easier when we have a little bit less tension in those muscles. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, hit me up on Facebook or at the website, naturalwellnessphysiotherapy.com. Until next time, Courtney Morse.